Hey, 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 everybody out there in Facebook land. How is everybody doing? Oh my God, why? Like, I got this awesome message. It's not earth shaking and universe shaking, but yet it is. But here, let me see, what was I just eating? I was eating on cake. I shouldn't have had anything to do with that cake, but I want to talk about women and fear. Now, fear applies to everybody, but guys, because I'm addressing an audience of women, so that's why I named it fear. But for all you guys, this is for you also. And then let me tell you this about fear. See, fear, when you think of fear, I mean, like, really think of fear. I'm trying to think of this movie that Will Smith was in with his son, and he mentioned about how fear is a choice and how we, I can't remember what he said. I'm gonna have to write it down next time. But here's the thing. When it comes to fear, guys, when it comes to, I come on and I talk about empowering, uplifting, inspiring women. And I talk about how I want you to be compelled. I want to provoke you, evoke you, compel you to think higher beyond yourself. When I come on, I come from a place from out the heart where I'm trying to address to you to lift you up. That's what my purpose is. My purpose, and then there's some other things, but I want to challenge you on today. I think I said before in a video, if you didn't have any fear, like literally, if fear was not a factor. Now, sometimes what fear can do, okay? Fear is not all bad, because what it could do, it could push you in some avenues that you never thought that you would actually travel in. Fear can actually get your back up against the wall and make you have a decision that you're going to come out fighting, because now you have nothing behind you, right? You like, this fear, either I'm going to die or I'm going to dive, right? And so fear, what we got to start doing when fear stick its ugly head up, because what it does, it comes to mobilize you, it comes to paralyze you. That's the word of the day, boys and girls. Can you say paralyzed today? Yes, paralyzed. It causes you to be in the state of fearing the unknown, right? It puts you in a state that I can't do what it is I want to do. It puts you in this state that I'm not going to be able to do. I'm not going to be able to have. I can't see myself doing. I can't see myself having. It plays a trick with your mind. It shows you everything opposite of what success can be. It shows you everything of how you can overcome and achieve the greatest things in the world. We let fear cripple us, guys. I know I have. I'm going to keep it real and be very transparent. I have allowed in times past to let fear cripple me. See, like right now, I should be so much further along than what I am on today. But because of fear, because a lot of us, when it comes to success, we think we can't have it. We're not going to achieve it. I'm looking at the Joneses. I'm not going to be able to do like they do. I'm not going to be able to travel like they travel. We always putting ourselves in this little bitty box when it's this big, huge world out there. I just came from an event which was good that I went to. Actually, 2 events, guys. I went to one event earlier this morning, and I was sitting at a boardroom table across from 2 awesome and beautiful black women. 2 black women who are setting their feet in the ground for awesome success, right? And they're saying success leaves clues, right? So it's like your associations. When you feel like you can't succeed, you feel like you can't do it, hang around people who are doing it. Hang around those people who are diving into the deep. Find out what it is they're doing, how they're doing it, why. What is your why that you're doing? See, she asked me a question. Well, why are you making this decision? And I said, because I'm afraid of being broke. I fear being broke. I fear seeing my life in the future where I can't do the things that I want to do. I really do, guys. I really have this mindset, like right now, Like, I can't be in the public aid office. I can't be on the food line. Like, it may be something that's necessary, but what I'm saying, long term, I'm looking at it like, I need to leave my family a legacy. I need to be able to teach my granddaughter some skills and teach her some skills and some talents on how to make money, how to be successful, how to stand on her own 2 feet. When she's in a relationship, you know, and this guy is telling her, well, you know what, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be thus and thus another. See, that man won't be able to tell her that, because she's going to already go into that relationship knowing who she is and what she's capable of doing. And fear won't be one of those factors that's going to take control of her mind and take control of her heart and her life. She's going to be able to say, you know what, if I'm alone, I'm going to be okay. If I'm in the group, if I'm in the midst of 1,000 people, I'm going to be okay. Her mindset, the shift. See, we need a shift, guys. We need to shift our mindset when fear comes it's knocking on the door, right? And it's telling you, you can't do that. We need to know how to put on our garments. We need to know how to go into battle. See, it's like, I was listening to one of the speakers on, the second event I went to, and there was a panel of 4 people, right? And, a shout out to my girl Latrice Gaddison, who actually hosted this event, and I am so super duper excited that I went to this event, because this is what we need as strong black women, guys. And guys, you understand this too. See, strong black women need to hang in the midst of strength and courage and durability and resilience. We need that so it could keep us going. It's like we're the vehicles and that's the fuel. We can't sit around in our little beautiful houses, sitting in the corner of our bedrooms thinking that we're going to succeed on our own. See, we need one another, ladies. We need to build one another up. We need to encourage one another. We need to address one another with nobility. Did you hear what I said? You know, I'm going to say this word, and just in case that my godmom is listening and my mother knows that I'm not a cursor, but I'm going to say this for the sake of making my point. We need to stop going around calling each other bitches. Hey, bitch. What's up, bitch? Hey, bitch. I'm a bad bitch. No, 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 no. You got to understand the purpose of where that word bitch came from. See, when I was growing up, bitch was a dog, right? A 4-legged dog. But back, if you go way back in time, I mean, like literally go back, you know, bitches we were lower class citizens. You understand? If you was called a bitch, you're a lower class citizen. And now they use that word so loosely, like it's like saying I need some water. No, don't call me a bitch, because that's going to be offense to me, and I need to get you out of my presence all of a sudden. You have no right to say anything to royalty, because you address me as queen. And if you can't address me as queen, I'm sorry for you. That is your problem. It's not mine. And see, we need to encourage one another. We need to build one another up. You know, we can't be jealous and envious of one another, because listen, we all go through challenges. We all go through situations. Everybody's dealing with one thing or another, right? So you need to stick together and build one another up. See, this economy, listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't get me fired up, because the other day, Lord, please, 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 please don't do this to me, God, not in the car. But anyway, I went to these events with expectation. It is my expectation, guys, if any of you who are not part of my OMG Women Rock group on Facebook, I really would like you to be part of it. I want to build this group where it's just magnanimous. Like, it is like huge. It's astronomical, where women are coming together, putting in their input about who they are, what they do, what they want to give to the universe, how we want to build one another up, how we want to uplift, uphold each other, to encourage each other. Because now we're mothers, right? A lot of us, we're mothers, we're professionals, we're stay-at-home moms, we're wives, we're sisters, right? And even with all of those titles come challenge, don't it? There's a challenge with being a mother. There's a challenge with being somebody's sister, somebody's auntie. There's certain personas, there's certain viewpoints that people have when they look at us. See, with the black community, for all my European sisters, my Asian, Asian, my Latina. I love y'all. I want to say that, and I know you would probably say, hey, Tans, we deal with the same issues. But anyway, it's time for us to get rid of fear. You know, fear of, what is it that we're fearing? We're fearing that we're going to be let down. We're fearing that things are not going to work out. We're fearing that I'm not going to be able to accomplish anything. We're actually fearing something that has never happened. Like literally, like it hasn't even existed yet. And we have already given it permission to say, here, I'm going to give you life, and that more abundantly. I'm going to give you all my energies and let you know, and I am going to confirm the fact for you that I can't do it. I can't make it. I can't survive it. I can't overcome it. I'm going to let you know right here and right now that I'm going to stay at this low point in my life. I'm going to stay at the bottom of the barrel. I'm not going to go any higher. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm not going to walk out on my authority as who I am, as royalty, as a queen, as a child of God. I am not going to let you, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, you're right. You are right. It's not going to happen for me. I want I want to share with you guys, I want what I want for my life, for me. Excuse me. I want to be able to talk to women, encourage women, inspire women for the rest of my days until I take the very last breath in my body. Okay? I want to be able to say something that's going to speak into your life, that's going to uplift your life, uplift you, that's going to help you to be a better mother, to be a better businesswoman, to be a better sister, to be a better woman. I want to say something that's going to energize you, that's going to set you off like a rocket into the skies, okay, into the universe. I want to be able to do something, say something where you say, you know what, on my obituary, when they're at my, we're not going to have no funeral because I'm getting cremated. People are going to be standing up, sending notices to my Facebook, to my Twitter, to whatever we friends with. They're going to be coming, sending my daughters notes and letters and all types of things. How like Tanza, I remember back in 2017 when Tanza said this, you know what, and it encouraged me to do thus and thus and thus. And I remember what she said to me. I remember the hug that she gave me. I remember the words that she whispered in my ear. I remember when I sat down in a room and I counseled with her. I remember that I decided to make a decision for my life that I was going to get rid of fear, that I was going to get rid of the fact that I'm trying to think of the inevitable. Like she told me, look, aim for the stars. Not even the stars. Go all the way into the cosmos. Go to the Milky Way. Go to the black hole. Hey, you be the Little Dipper, the Big Dipper. Okay? You be the stars that form a formation and decided to have a life of their own. They're going to be able to say that about me. She had this faith, this undying faith. You know, she told me stories when she was going through with her daughters and how now, like, you would never know that happened. And she went through when she was foreclosed on her house and the repo man came and got her car and the repo man came and got her car and she was dealing with a bad just the man was awful. Like I would never thought this happened to her, and she shared these things with me because I thought I was going through it alone. I thought I was the only person that this was happening to, and she shared with me with a smile, even through her tears, and she pushed out a smile for me, and it ignited me. It enlightened me to do something in my life, in my world, that the world around me changed. The world around me things were distorted, and I started seeing images, and the images started becoming more clearer and clearer as I started visualizing these images. And then before I know it, I was at the gutter, I was at the bottom, I was the lowest of low. I cried my last tear when I didn't think there was no more tears in me. I cried my last tear. I lost this, I lost that, I lost this. Oh my God, my children were acting a fool, all kinds of stuff. And here she came along and she said something. I was like wondering, was she in my ear? Did she see what was going on? Was she in my heart? Like, I want to be that person. Oh my God, I want to be that person who when you come into my presence, you like, I am so excited that I met her, that she made a difference in my life. Now, did everything come easy? No, it didn't come easy. Nothing good that you want in life is going to come easy. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take you like, oh my God, I'm in this bed. I don't want to move. Please don't just leave me alone. And you're going to fight right through it, right through the darkness. See, fear, what fear does, it want to keep you in the darkness forever, now and forever. It's like, until we part, say I do. Like, I do. I'm stay in the darkness with you. Darkness is like, please don't leave me. Because see, when the light is shined on the darkness, what happens to the darkness? The darkness goes away. Yes, it does. It disappears. It dissipates. It's like, this is what we got to tell fear. Like, you're the darkness. I'm the light. I'm about to shine on you. You're about to disappear. And another thing, like, we are gems. Like, imagine this, guys. You ever seen a stone, a diamond, and you see how the light hits at a certain angle, and you see all these radiant colors of the rainbow through this diamond. Like, oh my God. Like, have you ever seen, oh my God, I gotta tell you this. Like, I was literally like in the kitchen with my granddaughter, and these rays, like, they were straight, guys, straight, like lines of paper, like coming through the window, like these different rays. And I was like looking, like I was going to try to touch it, like, could I put my hand on top of the ray? Like, I was like waiting for like something to start walking down the rays. Right? It was the weirdest thing. And so anyway, guys, let me get back on my subject. I'm just getting excited. Okay, is that okay with you? I'm getting excited. But anyway, I want you to be powerful today. We're going to do this together. Like, we're going to do this together. Like, I'm facing some ugly monsters. Like, some monsters want to come and swallow me whole. Literally want to swallow me whole. But you know what? I'm so encouraged. And this is why I'm still going to come on this video. Like I said on yesterday. I think it was yesterday I did the video. Was it yesterday? What's the day? Yeah. And you know what? Yesterday video drained me out, guys. I was literally drained all day. I don't know what that was about, but that's okay. But anyway, you know, I want us to go on this journey where we start seeing our powerful selves in the mirror. Like, look at yourself. Like, how awesome are you? Like, you're beautiful. Don't look at everything that's not happening. Don't look at all the things that's going wrong. Don't look at the things that the naysayers are saying. Don't look at the bill collectors trying to chase you down. Don't look at you having to face this and that. Look at the person in the mirror. Just go and look at the person in the mirror and say, man, you have such ability. You have such substance in you. You have this strength beyond the cosmos. You got the patience of Job. You got the faith of Abraham. You have the wisdom of Esther. Like, look at yourself. Tell yourself. Stop. I heard this term today. Stop mentally masturbating yourself. Like, mentally, you like, oh, I'm not gonna, like, no, stop it. Program your mind. Put stuff in your mind that's going to encourage you. Start listening. Somebody, I remember years ago, I was going through some things, and this gentleman told me, put on your gospel music. And so I put a post out not too long ago, maybe a month, I think it was. I can't exactly remember, but you know, it's like, what are the things you do when you are when your back is against the wall? Do? Some people pray. Some people listen to music. Some people laugh. Some people mop. Some people say, I'm going to do some laundry. Something that's going to help keep your mind off it. You start telling your problems to go to hell. You start telling your issues that they have no place here at this house. I don't care what you're going through. Listen, see, the reason why it seems like I was going through some things, because I'm coming and I'm pouring out to other people. So the enemy is like, okay, yeah, you telling them that? Let me show you some things. But guess what, guys? Let me say this in this. Y'all see that? But I'm in my car in a garage. I just came from out of Lenox Mall for all the ATL folks in the house, for all the peaches. I'm at the Lenox Mall, and I decided to before driving out, because I don't know the Sam Hill where I'm going, because I'm so new to the city. So I'm like, let me get this out of me right now in video before I head my way on to home. But guys, we need to tell fear that it has no place in our homes. And when the devil sticks his ugly head off, because here's the scary part. I'm about to say something kind of scary, and you all please forgive me if I offended anybody. See, sometimes in facing the fear and stepping out all the way, stepping out on faith and seeing the possibilities, it might take a lot out of you. It may take some things from you, okay? But the reward in the end is what we got to see. We got to see that this is a temporary setback right now, what I'm going through, but I'm about to turn it around. I'm about to make things happen. I'm about to change the world. I am about to take on a different mindset. Everything that's going wrong at home, everything that's going wrong with my kids, you know, the job is getting on my last nerve. Like that nerve is popping up out my head. I'm so tired. I'm Miss Claro. Got to color my hair because I done gained more gray hairs because I let them get on my nerve, right? You know, the neighbors is acting a fool. Like, I'm so ready to move from out this neighborhood. So, with that said, if you need a change, you want a change, you desire a change, and like really from your heart want a change, right? It is time for you to take a stand and say, I'm going to do thus and thus. Send it out into the atmosphere. I am about to move. I'm trying right now. I'm trying to think in my head. Do I stay where I want to stay or do I move? But I'm kind of like, this doggone furnace system is acting retarded. So maybe I just move to a smaller space because I've been traveling and maintaining this house. And I'm the only one in it. And shame on me, I guess. I don't know. But I'm about to move. God is going to work some things out. I want to move to a new neighborhood, not to a new neighborhood, to a new house, just a smaller one. It's because I want to be able to blast that furnace in the summertime when it's like 100 degrees down here in Atlanta, and I don't have to worry about all this zillion square space that I'm in. And then, you know what, then I could save some money and I could do a little bit more shopping, and I could go and get me some more shrimp. And if I feel like going buy some steak and cook some shrimp and invite some people, I have some extra money instead of paying this money what I'm paying, right? And then I could, when I go traveling, I could spend money on my excursions. Yeah, that's the ticket. I'm about to change some lives in the lives of women. I'm about to touch some women like never before. I am about to do some great and awesome things. I'm making this declaration right now so you could be a witness to me. You're going to see me on Facebook. If you don't see me on Facebook, you better be ringing my Facebook up, say, where you at, Tans? Come on back here. What you doing? You ain't with it. So I am about to, some things are about to take place, and what's going to happen in my life is about to evolve into something magnificent. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be so awesome that it's going to have me in awe. Oh my God. It's going to have me in awe. Do you understand? Somebody give me some hands and some hearts, because I know somebody is out there listening and watching. And I want you to start thinking the same way too. You know, even if you're at your lowest, at the bottom, like you're at the bottom of your life right now, you're feeling the woe is me. You're feeling the sadness. You find yourself crying. You go into a room, cries in a private, you go to a private area to go and cry. You go and start having these feelings like you just like, if I could just melt away. I'm gonna share y'all's story. I'm gonna share a story with you. I was in so much pain. This been over a year ago. I had been suffering with pain for years and years with my cycle, and it would get so bad, and it got so bad that I would have pains before the cycle and during the cycle. So you think, well, that's normal, right, for a woman? But then it got to the point where I started having pains after my cycle was off, and I couldn't understand it. And I was having pains over a course of years, and I was taking time off, and I would be laying in the bed and see my medicine like literally like 5 feet from my bed, right? And I was in so much pain I didn't even want to get out the bed to get this medicine. It was just that bad. It was that bad. I was having problems with my balls, like, you know, you're not reliable, you're not here, all kinds of stuff. And it was getting stressful because on my body I couldn't understand why I was having the pains, why I was suffering through. I'm telling the doctors, they doing all these tests on me. I'm like, it's not in my head. Like, oh my goodness, like, I'm not imagining it. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going through whatever you're talking about. You need to find what it is and give it a name, okay? And so it got to a point where eventually I had surgery, and that helped resolve that issue, and I was able to relax, and I was able to get peace of mind, and I overcame that, right? So the point that I'm making is that when things are low in your life, know and feel and trust that eventually things are going to going to dissolve. So guys, I want you, no matter what you're going through in your life on today, please, 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 I beg of you, please, 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 tell fear to go to hell. Don't even imagine it. You know, if God says that we're gods, so for the females, we're goddesses, and the males are gods, right? If we're gods, it's like with the Olympic times, with the Greek mythology and Zeus and Hades and all these different gods, right? They had all these awesome powers and they were doing X, Y, and Z. They weren't afraid of nobody. They weren't afraid of nothing. They walked in their God power and made things happen. If it was negative or positive, they did it, right? And that's what we need to start doing. If God tells us that he died on the cross for us, he died on the cross, that whatever it is that we wanted, that it was already done, right? He went into hell, took the keys of life and death, and came out victorious. If he could die on the cross, suffered the way he did, oh my God, like, we should be ashamed for having fear, because he was actually raised up high from the earth from all to see him when he was innocent, and we're guilty as hell. Okay, he was raised up, nails in his hands, nails in his feet. And who would have the audacity? Why would you be so cruel to put a crown of thorns, crushing it on his head? And then, you know what, better yet, we're going to play it a little bit more. We're going to stick a thrust in his side. So, you know, water came out, right? Blood and water came out, right? And he died. Literally, and went into hell and said, you know what, I got this. I'm up in here, up in here, up in here. I'm about to show who got it up in here. And we let fear take us over. We let fear control our lives. We let fear keep us from the things of our destiny. We let fear keep us from doing great and awesome things. This is what we do because of fear. Who in the hell is fear? That's what hell is, fear. So now it's time for us to come up out of hell and go into the heavenlies and go and sit up in the heavenlies with God, where he sits on the cross, where we could just bow before him and thank him for what he's doing, what he's about to do, what he has yet all to do for us, and start just getting in anticipation and start putting some work to it. I want this house, right? I'm working with the realtor, like, look here, this is the house right here. This is the one I want. Okay, if she got something better, she need to come on with it. Okay, but you know what? I'm about to Oh my God, I'm about to touch so many women, guys. Please come on this journey with me. Please encourage me. Please keep me in prayer. Please listen. I help women. My journey is to help women to overcome, walk in their power, and so they can do great exports in business and in life. You know, I'm about to embark upon this journey where I'm going to learn about money, about the whole complete value of money, how money, the great things we could do with it, how a lot of people who have a lot of money know what to do. We don't know all this stuff because we just never learned it, right? But I'm about to embark on this because this is a way also for me to help the women. I want us to learn about money and how money works for us and how we could have some things and write off some things and not get credited and penalized for it. I mean, like, how cool is that? And for those of you ladies who love traveling, you need to be on board with me coming on travel. It's time for us to start lighting up our loads and start thinking about entrepreneurship and start thinking about this 9-to-5 sucks. And like, this man, you know, the man, he's actually like controlling our lives. He's telling us when we got to be at work, when we can leave to work, when we could go to lunch, when we got to come back to lunch, if you could take a break, if you could go on vacation, when you could go on vacation. You know, we need you to be back at this time. If you're on call, like my daughter is on call, like you at freaking home, and like you got to be on call. So that means if they call you at 2:30 in the morning, you got to get up and go, because the man is controlling your life. Because we're not taking any control of our own life. We're making a decision to let somebody else run our own life. And you know, a lot of that is because of fear. Can I get an amen from anybody? Anybody in the choir? Can you come on, shout and sing this song with me? Kumbaya, kumbaya, y'all. Amen to that. Somebody could say amen. You could say something out there. We need to stop letting fear take control of us. We need to start thinking and envisioning in our heads, seeing it come to pass. Start speaking it. Go call somebody. Go and call somebody and say what it is you about to do, what's about to happen in your life. You want to go to school? Call somebody and say, look, I'm going to school for thus and thus and thus. Whatever school, I don't care. Go to school, okay? That for that person who's out there who's like, you know what, I want to travel the world. It doesn't matter who approves of you. It doesn't matter who agrees with you. It doesn't matter if they give you permission. You don't need their validation. You don't need their permission for you to live a righteous and great and wonderful and awesome life. You don't need nobody to validate you. You don't need nobody to pat you on the shoulder. You don't need nobody to tell you that it's okay and it's all right. You get your buns up and say, look here. You know what? I want to change in my life. I want something different. I want something better. I want to be better. I want to have better. If you lose some things, well then, so be it. You lose some things. You lose some things and then you gain some things. Like right now, if I go home and the house is burnt down, everything burnt down in the house, I still have my life, don't I? I still have my life, and I can do something in my life for my future, can I? I can say, you know what, that house burned down. Oh my God, dude, it's insurance. He has insurance on insurance on the house. Okay, good. I got that covered. Wait a minute, or do I? Okay, well, anyway, let's just say my insurance, something happened with the insurance. The company burnt up to, I don't know, whatever. But what I'm saying, guys, we're going to start telling fear who fear is. We're going to tell them fear who we are. We're gods, we're goddesses, we're king's kids, we're heirs and joint heirs with Christ Jesus. We are daughters of Zion. We are the nation of Israel. We are the black Jews. We are, if we're Christians, we're about to pump it up in Christian land. You know, I don't want to say I'm a Christian anymore. I want to say I'm a God's baby. I'm Jesus' little sister. I'm God's little baby girl. You know, I don't want to be stuck on a religious name. You know, my background is apostolic, Pentecostal, right? I just want to be Christ-like. I want to be loving and kind and giving to people, and I want to be able to be pleasing to God. I want to be like David, like the apple of his eye. You know, I just want a different life. It's time for me to get out the gutter, guys. Would you come with me? Would you all come out the gutter with me? For those of you who are having these moments, despairs in your lives, and you having the woe is me's, and oh my God, and I can't do it, and this ain't gonna happen, and what if that happened, and what if that don't happen, what if it does happen, and what if what you think gonna happen don't happen, and what if you think what doesn't happen actually happens? Like, oh my God, can you imagine if you said, I want to make $100,000, and your mind said you can't make $100,000, and then what if you could? What if it was possible? Would you do it if it was really possible? And the reason why it's not possible, because we don't remove fear. We don't remove fear. We live with fear. We eat with fear. We go to bed with fear. We wake up with fear. We have all this stuff on our mind, on our hearts. We're depressed. We're having anxiety. We having crying spells. We're having worry spells. We having stress spells. We just going through. And so we're going to make a decision on today that we're going to do better. We're going to have better. We're going to desire better. We're going to act on having better. We're going to do something about this better that we want, right? Right, everybody? Right? Is anybody with me here? Will somebody come in on the video? Whoever is looking, whoever's watching, whoever's listening, would you come in on a video with me if I choose to just say a couple of words with you? Somebody, I don't know who's actually still here, but I am going to select one in particular person. I see her name up here, and if she comes in, I'm going to say something awesome about her, but not until she's in, so she can hear that I'm saying it, and you guys can see how beautiful she is. Okay, so I'm just going to choose her, and hopefully she'll come in and to be with me on this video just for a moment. She's a little shy. That's her personality, but she's one awesome queen. So I'm actually inviting her, but she's not answering the call, or maybe it's because it's a slow delay on this thing. Okay, so apparently, like she kind of disappeared. So I'm going to try. Monique, would you come on with me, hon? I'm going to select you. Will you come in and say a word with us, for us? I think Angela left. Monique, did you leave me? I'm trying to. Well, that's okay. Wait a minute. Somebody said right. I don't know who said right. Right. I'm her. Wait, oh, she said I'm her, but why you not coming on her? Why you not coming on here, Monique? What's wrong with you girls? I love you guys, you queens. What's going on? Oh my goodness. See, Love JC should be able to come in, but she's not. I can't even invite her. I don't think. And Angela is not. Let's see if I don't. I love, Facebook is getting its platform is trying to make it more user friendly to connect with people, to do all these awesome, wonderful. Angela says her, but she's not actually coming in her. So, Monique, will you come with me? Love, JC. Okay, or could it be because I'm in the garage? Is that why? I don't know.
Hi.
But she is. Hey guys, okay. This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do because sometimes this is how I feel. Sometimes I feel like I know that I'm talking to somebody. I really do. But sometimes I have those moments like, is anybody listening to me? Like, are they really listening to me? Are they really getting and grasping on to what I am relating to them? Do they understand that when I'm talking to them, that I'm talking from a pure place to encourage, to uplift, to empower
Yes.
them? So
Yes.
you're going to be a person who's going to say, Tanza, I've listened to you before, or replay. Like, I'm a normal person. Just know I'm a normal person. I'm a person who loves people and just want to see the best for other people, even if I'm going through hell. Okay. So, what you
Yes.
think?
You know what?
She's
I want to thank you. I'm cooking spaghetti for dinner, so bear with me.
okay.
We're having spaghetti for dinner. But anyway, I
Okay.
want to thank you because I just joined in listening to you maybe a few days ago, and some
Okay.
things you were saying. Can you hear me?
Yes, hon.
Okay.
I can hear
And
you.
so there was some things that you were saying, and I know it was God that guided me to your live video because there was some things that you were saying that really spoke to me. And I
Okay.
said, oh my God, I said, this was meant for me to go on to this Facebook page and listen to
Okay.
her give her, I'm going to say you're an expert. You might not think and you might
Okay.
not want that title, but to give your expertise in life and your life
Okay.
experience. So I want to
Yeah.
thank you so much, and continue to build. You're building people's
Okay.
self-esteem. Continue to do that
Okay.
because God will bless you beyond measures.
Oh, thank you. Don't you have me crying on this video? I did that yesterday. You didn't see
Oh,
I don't think you saw my video yesterday.
no, I didn't
Did you
see
see
it.
my video yesterday morning? Oh my God, girl. I don't want to tell you to go and look at the video,
Uh-huh.
but um, wow. Um, just look at the video.
I
Okay,
will. I will.
yesterday morning, man, I know that Satan is on his case, and that's what he gonna do. He gonna do what he do, okay? And a lot of times we get mad at the things that's happening in our lives. Everything ain't on the devil now. Everything ain't
No,
the devil.
it's
Some
not.
things be our own choices, but you know what he'll do? Even in our bad choices, he'll magnify it though. He'll be like, "Yeah, remember when you did that? Like that
Oh
was
yeah.
so stupid. Like you're a loser. You're this. You're that. You're blah, 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 blah." He just go on and on. And but you know what, hon? Here, let me share something. And for those of you who are watching, let me share with you guys. If you go to my website, tanzafranklin.com, you will understand a little bit more why I get on video. Okay? You will understand why I come out here with this passion to empower and encourage people. Just a little bit. I will share a quick story for those of you who are watching and don't know, but I was an abuse victim. I was abused. I was abused for several years. Okay? And a lot of my abuse took place in the church.
Oh,
Okay? And a very I got to a place where in my soul, it was very dark. It was very dark. It was very lonely. It was very depressing. And I actually start having self doubt. I didn't have the self esteem. I didn't have the self confidence in myself. And so once God delivered me out of it, and God literally literally had to snatch me out the situation because I was going through so much fear in the situation. He snatched me out. And so I made it in my mind, like, you know what? I want to go and encourage women. I want to talk to abused women groups. That was my heart desire, right? And so now it's at the point, like, now I want to take it a step higher and a step higher. Like, I really truly from the bottom of my soul, from the bottom, I think it's kind of deep, but I really want women to know their worth.
Yes.
I want them to know their value. I want them to know that they can stand on their own 2 feet and do not have to be apologetic for being on their 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
like a lot of women who are single, they want a husband. Or a lot of women who are married, they want to be single. Or it's a lot of women in relationships who have pitiful, awful relationships. And as a residue of that relationship, they go through life like, I'm not worthy. And then they end up in one bad relationship after another. It's because they never got healed from the previous relationship.
No.
And it began a cycle over and over again. And then what they do after they had these brokenness in their lives, then they pass it on to the daughters. Then the daughters be these women who they raising. They don't know what it's like to be strong. They feel like, I gotta depend on a man. I need a man to do thus and thus for me. Now, I'm not saying, for those of you who married, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but what I am saying is that a man does not validate who you are. All he does, his responsibility is to accentuate who you are. And so if you're already broken and he picks up on that brokenness, then he takes advantage of you. And once you become whole and you become healed, you like, later for that.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that crap. Like, you know what? You could go and jump in the lake in Alaska, like naked, okay? Or you may want to just have a little fun. So, you know what? You could go and jump in the lion's skin with stakes wrapped around your waist. That's how I feel about you.
Yeah.
You know, if he feel like he want to raise his hand up at you, you already letting him know that if he raised his hand, he coming back with a stub. You know what I'm saying? If he
Yeah.
feels like he can't talk to you with respect and decency and honor, then he has no place in your life. You know what I'm saying? When women get to that place, and that's called strength. When they get to that place of strength and knowing who they are and knowing who they want to be, and for those of you who believe in Jesus Christ, you know you a king's kid. You're not going to settle for somebody treating you like a serpent. Like, let me step on her neck. Let me squish around up on her. No, later for that, brother. Go ahead, keep stepping. And I want women to know they're beautiful.
Yes.
I don't care if it's a big nose and a little booty. That's me. I'm gorgeous, okay? If
Yeah.
you can't recognize the gorgeousness in me, we don't need to be in one another's presence, because somebody is wasting somebody's time, and that's you wasting mine.
Yeah.
You got to get to that point. We all got to get to that point, because women, think about it. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get off.
Mhm.
Behind every good man, this is what they say. Behind every good man is a good woman, right?
Right.
If Obama did not have Michelle, Obama wouldn't have did that well. I'm sorry.
No. No.
Most presidents, in any man in any high authority, if you don't have a good, strong woman, he is not going to be as successful.
Exactly.
And most women got to understand, look here, I don't know about you, but I ain't Muslim. Okay? Did you hear what I just said? I don't know about you, but I ain't Muslim. So I ain't walking 10 feet behind you and you walking 10 feet in front of me, because God designed me to be a helpmeet to the man, not for him to be the rule over me where he ruling me where I'm nothing. No, that doesn't work here in America. I'm sorry. But thank you, Monique. I appreciate you so
You're
much, hon, for coming in, for for not being afraid to show your cute little face. Okay.
you.
And thank you for your words. And you come on my channel anytime. You could say, "Hey, girl, go, girl, go, girl, go, girl." And some of these messages, videos that I do, feel free to share them. Look, I'm not twisting your arm. If you don't want to, you don't want to. But if you like to share with somebody you know who needs to hear the message, please feel free to share it, because I can't even broadcast by myself. I need somebody else to say, let me pick up this baton and help Tanza. Get what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
So
Thank you.
even if there's a okay, that don't look right, right?
Yeah,
Even
no, that was
if
crazy.
like like say if there's a topic, and send me like a private message and say, Tanza, can you talk about this topic? Girl,
Okay.
I will burn it up for you, okay? I'm not afraid.
Yes. Thank you so
So
much. Drive
so cool.
safely.
Okay, hon. So, queen to you, to Monique, you have a good one. And to all the other queens out there, have an awesome and beautiful Saturday. Okay, everybody?
You too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, give me. Okay, you got to do it right. You got to do it right. There you go. There you go. Because, see, when you go down the parade, you got to let them all know royalty is here. Okay? Okay. All right. Take care, beloved.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.